check my connection. Hi, welcome everybody. It's Wind Down Wednesday. So I don't even know what day it is. No, it's Wednesday. No, it's Wednesday. What day it is? I'm having a really bad week. But it's somewhere in February. It was Pancake Day yesterday, so I feel like we need to work off those pancakes a little bit. And the weather in the UK is pretty abysmal, and I've not been out very much. And yeah, just need to let's get energized. So this is half an hour. Hi everyone. Hi, welcome. I'm over on YouTube as well, so hello to YouTube, and I'm on Instagram. I say this every week, but hopefully my connection, everything will work. But if I drop out of one, please try and find me on the other. It's the same handle, Sasha's Dance and Pilates. And it's a 30-minute session of Pilates. And then we kind of have a toast at the end. So whether you've got a G&T or a hot chocolate or whatever it is that you need to just treat yourself this midweek. And my t-shirt today, my top, this is from Dance Apparel, which is an amazing brand. And I've got weekends after dancing. I know it's not the weekend, but you know, by the end of this session, there's only 2 days left for the weekend. Not that at the minute that makes any difference. So let's get going. Welcome to new people. Welcome to people that do this with me every week. I'm going to put my wine down over here. We're going to come and we're going to be down, so we're not going to be stood at all. So hopefully if you've got a mat, grab a mat. And we're going to come and lie down. So I'm just going to check that we're all kind of connected. Okay, great. So just for those of you that have just joined, it's 30 minutes of Pilates or thereabouts, followed by a toast with whatever you want to toast with. I'm on YouTube and on Instagram, so let's hope they both stay fine. But if I drop out of one, let's hope that doesn't happen. Find me on the other. So we're going to come and take a lie down. Now, those of you that have done lots of Pilates before, you'll know what you're doing. If you're quite new to this, then just listen to all the adaptations and just listen to your body, and obviously just be careful of what you're doing. And if you take any pain anywhere at any time, then obviously just stop. So we're going to come and take a lie down because that just feels nice. And we could just stay here for half an hour, which would be quite nice in itself. But let's just take a moment to just check in with ourselves and our body. So have your feet hip width apart. Hopefully you can see me. I think we're all okay. And just remember that your hips are never as wide as you think they are. So always bring your feet in a little bit and try and have your big toe and your little toe connected in your heel. And just take your pelvis and just rock your pelvis forward and back, just imprinting your back and arching into your back a little bit, and just so you're getting a nice little massage into your lower back there. And you might feel that you're just connecting through into the pelvic floor as you do that into the center. And just take some breaths and just try and relax there on the mat. And then you want to just try and find where you feel quite in that neutral position. So you should have a little gap in your lower back. Don't imprint the lower back into the floor, and try and feel equal left to right hip. I'm just going to start with releasing our shoulders because I don't normally take loads of tension in my shoulders because I'm moving around a lot, but at the minute we're also sedentary. I think this is a big thing for everyone at the minute. So have your palms facing each other, have your arms up, and let's take a lovely deep breath in, and let's reach both arms up, right up towards the ceiling, and exhale, or even let out a big sigh and drop them down. So breathe in to reach up, exhale, or just let out a big sigh and drop the shoulders down. You can do this individually left to right, or because we don't have a load of time, we can just go straight in with both. But peel your shoulders off and really drop them or melt them back down into the floor. It's quite nice to let out a sigh. If you've got a lot of stress to release, just let it all go. Breathing in, reach up. Really try and think long elbows, long wrists, long fingers. Breathing in and exhale out. And just do a couple more. And just check in with your body and your breath, and just let any thoughts that float into your mind, just pin them away for another time. And just concentrate on the next half an hour on you and your body. And one last exhale. Let's turn the palms to face the thighs. Take a breath in and exhale. Take the arms back behind you, or behind me today. And then inhale to bring them back down. I'm just going to shimmy myself down. Got a wall behind me. So you're going to exhale and really reach those hands back behind your head there, and breathe in to tap the mat. Just make sure that you don't arch into the back. So take them as far as you can before you start arching. So you have to sort of soften in your ribs. Imagine I'm placing a hand on your rib cage and you're keeping it quite soft there. We call it kind of rib to hip connection. So don't banana that back. Okay, and annoying, I've got a wall behind me, but try and get your arms back by your ears. And let's go a little bit quicker. Let's get a bit of energy behind this. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. And exhale. This is just a nice movement for your shoulders, just to release any of that tension. So if you're just joining us or wondering what's going on, this is just a little Pilates session till about 9 o'clock. And then we're just going to toast to midweek survival at the end, just to see ourselves through the next few days to the weekend. A little treat, a little midweek treat. One last one there, everybody. And then bring your arms back down by your side. Let's bring our knees and feet together. I've sort of thought what I'm going to do tonight, but to be honest, I'm just going with it because I haven't had much brain space to think this week. And sometimes we just have to go with it. So let's just widen our arms to a nice sort of V shape. And let's just drop our knees all the way over to one side. And let's just get that lovely rotation in the spine. And let's just breathe here. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Inhale and just exhale. Just focus on where the tension is in your body. Is it your mid-back? Is it your pelvis? Your inside thighs, your shoulders, everywhere. And on each exhale, just try and sink that tension down into the floor. And just relax and release, and empty your mind and release that tension. And then you're going to exhale and draw your tummy in, use that connection to come back to the beginning and all the way to the side. So we're just warming up here a little bit. We're just trying to focus the mind and the body, and then we're going to go into the mid part of the session where we'll work a bit harder. Breathing in and breathing out. Really try and relax your shoulders here. Sometimes we're thinking about the back too much, or the legs, and we start to take that tension again. So just relax there. Come all the way back to the beginning. Now you've got options here. This exercise is called hip rolls. So option 1 is to keep your arms down. Imagine you've got a marble on your left hip. You're going to roll it directly to your right hip. So your left hip will lift and your left foot will lift, and you're going to go about half the way that you just did, and you're going to hover and really feel those obliques working. Take a lovely deep breath in and then exhale to come back to the beginning, and then the other side. So you're rolling you're lifting your right hip and your right foot, and your knees go to the left. Now careful where you put the Y, and don't knock that. That's not a good idea. And then really use your obliques to come back. So that's kind of phase 1 or stage 1. If you want to, you can take the arms up to this shoulder drop position. If you do have little hand weights, you can even add a hand weight. And as your knees go to one direction, the arm goes in the opposite, and then you close. So this is quite nice. If you do have little hand weights, you can grab hold of them. And this just adds a slightly different dimension, a bit more coordination. So these are nice hip rolls. Get the idea here. If you know Pilates and you want to take your legs up, then the next level up is to take your knees up off the floor into a double knee fold. I know some of you can do this. And let's take this in a double knee fold. So you've got 3 options. Squeeze your knees together, whichever option you're doing. Just keep those inside thighs working. Keep breathing, everybody, and try and use your exhale, navel to spine, to come back. And over whichever way you're going, try as best you can to lead from the hips and not the knees. And all the way over, find that length in the waist, hover and hold. Now on the next, let's do 4 more. Whichever version you're doing, let's hold it for 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's just hold it for 2 breaths actually. 3 is quite long. 2 breaths and then come back. So you're really working into those obliques, into that core. Hold, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now you can either have the legs up or down here, remember? So if they're down, hold it for 2 breaths. Feel the waist working, feel those obliques working, and close. Let's just do one last one. I know I said 4, but Pilates teachers, we can't count. So. But I know there's a few of you out there that know that and that would agree with me. Let's come all the way back to the beginning. Let's just hug those knees in towards the chest and have a little roll there. Just massage that back out. Whilst we're here, let's just keep hold of the right leg and lengthen the left leg. And just pull that right knee in towards us. And I think we might have done this last week, but just circulate your thigh and your hip, in your hip socket. Just nice and gently, and this just releases off those hips. Gets the synovial fluid going. A bit like oil in a car, like just oil those joints a little bit. Hips are getting really stiff as well. We're all just easing up, aren't we? Let's go the other way. Or maybe not all of us, but life has become very sedentary at the minute. So let's keep checking in on these bodies. Let's just switch that over, everyone. Really pull in your left leg and just rotate that, just very gently, that thigh and that hip socket. Just take your breath and just, again, if your mind is wandering, just bring it back to your body and this time for you. Okay. And then just the other way there. And then we're going to come back to this neutral position, okay? So your feet are going to be connected to the floor and we are hip apart. And we're going to just go into a couple of exercises. We're going to try and flow a little bit more now. We're going to take the hands behind the head and we're going to come up to some curl-ups. So have the elbows forward for me, and just as you curl up, just really make sure that you're not lifting that pubic bone. Keep the pubic bone down by your toes, down towards your toes. You're going to exhale as you come up and breathe in as you come down. And we're going to go exhale up, inhale down. So let's just do about 20 reps of each of the next exercises. Exhale up, inhale down. So really draw the belly in as you come up. You come up as far as you can without doming into the tummy. So if you're coming up and you can't maintain navel to spine, then you come up just a tiny bit. If you can, then challenge yourself. Come up a bit more. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. So, obviously I've lost count, but let's do about 10 more. 10. Now your head should be heavy into your hands here. Okay? And let's come up a little bit more if you can each time. Good. Keep going. If you're just joining us, then come and join us. If you're thinking what's going on, then we're doing a bit of Pilates. We're going to start working a little bit harder now. Let's do 4 and 3 and now keep those pubic bones down towards your toes, remember. 2 more. Obviously, I'm not counting particularly well, but about 20 of these. Then we're going to come into some double knee folds. Either we're going to take some toe taps in a double knee fold position, or you're going to take a single toe tap. So if you're quite new to Pilates, I want you to take single toe taps, okay, as I'm demonstrating now. If you know that you can maintain navel to spine connection, you're going to come up to a double knee fold, and you're going to toe tap individually down. And options with the arms for all of that is shoulder drop position here, or taking them back by your ears. So we're going to just keep going here. Exhale to tap, inhale to come back. Exhale to tap, inhale to come back. So you've got options with your arms. They're in shoulder drop position, or they're down by the floor, or you're in a single, you've got one leg on the floor. So just keep going for me. For those of you that want a slightly extra challenge for the last few, You can join your knees and toes together, and you can double toe tap down. And you're breathing in and then exhaling up. Breathing in, exhaling up. So I know that there's some of you that will be able to do this. Just be careful of lower backs and making sure that feels okay with the abdominals. So let's just do 5 more of whichever version you're doing, okay? 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're going to go into either feet on the floor, and we're going to do sliding your legs away from you with your opposite arm and back again. Okay, so if you're slightly newer to Pilates, I want you to do this one, which is still really focusing in on stability of the pelvis. If we know we can take this up to our butt, then we're legs off the floor, arms off the floor, and we're extending away and back in. So off we go. Take your challenge, whether your feet are on the floor or up high. If you're up high, the lower the legs, the slightly harder it's going to be. And again, navel to spine connection, and don't start taking it into the back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. If your legs are down, keep going. If your legs are down, you're sliding away and sliding back. And everybody's thinking about stable pelvis. Everything is still. It's just the arms and the legs that are moving. Okay? I don't know how many we've done. Let's keep going. Let's count down 10 and 9. Keep it nice and slow. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Tummy's in. And 2 and 1. Okay, hug those legs in and have a little roll. Okay, from there, everybody, I want you to keep hold of your right leg. You're going to extend your left. Now, your left can either be down on the floor or it can be slightly lifted, and you're going to curl up or keep your head down. Okay, options. Curling up, and you're going to change. Then change. It's your single leg stretch for those of you that know. Your legs are turned out. You can either take a hand behind the head to help with any neck tension, or you can keep the head down, and you can either have the legs slightly lifted or on the floor, okay? So I'm going to show you, we'll demonstrate the full version. Keep going, everyone. Pull that leg in. Exhale. Exhale. Good. This is great for the hips that we just stretched out. Great for the core. Keep breathing. Exhale. Take the hand behind the head if needed, or take that head down. 10, 9. I told you we'd be working off these pancakes. 7, 6. Curl up a bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming all the way down, and just take your head from one side to the other. Well done. There we go. So just working a little bit harder, okay? The last exercise we're going to do here on our back is our classical kind of hundreds. So there are options here. You can either keep your feet on the floor or lifted. And again, with your head, just be careful not to take too much tension. But your arms are going to be beating from the shoulders as if you're bouncing little balls. And you're going to breathe in for 5 and out for 5. So you can either curl up and be here, or you can have, and you can either extend them, and you can also lower them down a little bit as well, okay? So have a think about which one you want to do, and I will just go through each level, okay? But if you want to go straight into the level that you know you can do, then off we go. Breathing in, exhale, and you're going to beat the arms. You're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the first level, okay? So you're really trying to pull in the core here and take your hand behind the head if you need it. Second level, your legs are off the floor, as long as you can pull in here. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you still with me? Third level is extend, Okay, so this is more advanced if you know what you're doing here. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Curl up a bit more if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. I've obviously totally lost count. So let's go. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, everyone, curl up a bit more. Exhale. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Curl up a bit more. And then coming all the way down. Oh, good. Just roll your head from left to right. Hopefully you're still with me. We're working for that wine and working off those pancakes. Now, let's take a nice full body stretch there. Let's stretch out those abs and stretch out the legs, whatever you need to do. Just take a minute. Either roll onto your side to come up or take a full roll up here. Up. And then we're going to change positions, okay? Good. Take some water or some wine. Maybe. I'm not there to judge, so whatever you need to do. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. We're going to come onto all fours, okay? A little bit more core work. And then we'll just have a little stretch at the end. Perfect. So hopefully you're all still with me. I'm a bit dark on Instagram, I've just realised. So hopefully you can see me okay. Right, let's come to all fours. Okay, hopefully you can all see me okay here. So your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are underneath your shoulders here. In 4-point kneeling, as we call it, we're still trying to find our neutral spine. So we're trying to, we really have to stick our bottoms out a little bit so we've not got a flat back. So sticking the bum out a little bit here and just pulling up through the tummies. We're going to do our hover. We're going to keep working hard. We're going to tuck the toes underneath us. And there's different levels to this one. Take a breath in. Use your exhale to draw up through the abdominals and then lift your knees off the floor and hover. Now you can breathe here and then you can pop your knees back down and just keep going back. Or let's see if we can hold this position for 5 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And again, keep breathing in. And on each exhale, draw that tummy up. 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then pop your knees down and then maybe just come off and give your wrists a little shake and have another go. If anyone's watching you do this, if you've got a partner that's looking at you, get them to do that because it looks like you're not doing much, but it's really hard. So yeah, I always think challenge people. So you think it looks easy, come do it. So just take your time here, either just hover a little bit and then pop your knees down or see if we can hold for 5 full breaths, okay? Take a breath in, use your exhale, here we go. Now bend into the elbows a little bit, breathing out, breathing in. Try and breathe wide into your ribs, exhale, draw that belly up. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more. Nice big inhale, exhale. Last one, breathing in, exhale. So you might feel like your heart is pumping a little bit more. Put the knees down and then just widen those knees and let's stretch all that out. So just really walk your hands forward. Breathing in, exhale. And just pause here for a moment and just take a breath and just make sure that you're still focusing in on you and your body and this time. If I talk into the mat, you can't really hear me, so just take a couple more breaths here and exhale. Okay, good. And then just hinge yourself back to this sort of 4-point kneeling position here. And, excuse me, we're just going to come into a little bit of plank. Now you've got options here with your plank exercise. You can either take, I haven't got my camera angle right tonight, sorry, I've switched everything around. Take your both feet back and hold it here, or you can take your knees down and your feet off Just make sure that you're really pulling into that tummy there, okay? I might just spin around, so I feel like I've got my back to you. That's maybe a little bit better. Okay, you don't have to spin around. So the best way to get into a nice plank is to get into that 4-point kneeling position. Everything's nicely stacked. Really draw up through the tummy. Okay, take one leg back, pull into the tummy, followed by the other one, and hold this position. Breathing in and breathing out. So if you do need to, take those knees down and take those feet up and just breathe here. If we can, nice long through the top of the head, long through the heels. And just focus, everyone. Challenge yourselves. Hold this position if you can. Don't drop the hips, don't lift the bottom too much. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's see if we can do 3 more breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Work into that core, work for that one. And last breath. And then gently take those knees down. And then again, just widen the knees here. And stretch that out. Rotate the wrists. Okay, breathing in, breathing out here. And then just hinge yourself back into 4-point kneeling. And then just sticking those bottoms out a little bit. Take a breath in, exhale. Imagine you're rolling a tennis ball off your back. And let's just stretch into a lovely catch position. Again, breathing at the top here, nod the head. And then if you want to, exhale, come through neutral. And if you want to, you can come into an extended catch or cow, I think this is called in yoga. So tuck, lift, try and lift through the pelvic floor, scoop into the belly, and then exhale to come all the way out, stretching into that back, breathing in, and just really focus on any areas of tension. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Really tuck, 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 lift, and all the way out. And then just rotate and shake your wrists there, okay? Then we're just going to come to sitting. And we're just going to finish with a few exercises. Some of my faves are zigzag legs, which are just brilliant for releasing any tension to the hips. So you rotate the legs out, draw the knees up, and then rotate the legs in. Really focus on that in, so that you're really working into these hips and releasing any tension. So I say it a lot, but any tension that people are getting into the hips can often be leading into back pain. And because we're all sat down so much at the minute, hips are taking a bit of a battering. So, or maybe we're running a lot, so maybe we're walking a lot. So we need to look after them. So really rotate those legs in, roll them out, draw them up, rotate them in. Keep lifted, keep the tummy lifted, keep the chest lifted, and just keep breathing here. Let's just do 3 more. And just take your focus back to you, yourself, your body. How's it feeling now with what it did half an hour ago? Last one. Hope you're feeling a little bit more stretched. Give those legs a wobble, a wiggle, a wobble. My legs wobble. Bring your feet together for me, like little soles of your feet together. Just bring yourself to your posture. I'm going to go sideways on here because we need to just think about how we're sat, whether we're on a chair or driving or playing with our kids on the floor. Try not to sit in forward of your sit bones or slouch. So you need to be right on top of those sit bones. Shoulders, ribs, and pelvis nicely stacked. That way we can breathe more and we can get lots of nice movement. Just relax those shoulders. So just imagine that you're peeling your back off the wall. Imagine you're sat up against the wall. Take the chin forward and just slide forward. Just breathe here. Massage your feet. It's always quite nice to give your feet a little massage. And then exhale and draw the belly in and restack. And breathe in again. And just Peel that back off the wall, off your imaginary wall, folding forward, breathing in, exhale to come back. Really try and think about that lower back all the way up. Last time, breathing in, exhale, chin to chest, rolling forward. Little massage. And exhale all the way up. And just consider how you're sat. Roll the shoulders if you need to. Are we sat on top of the sit bones? How are you feeling now? Have a little moment of reflection and thank yourself for taking this time for you on this Wednesday night. And hopefully it's given you a bit of focus to continue into the week and the rest of the week and to the weekend. And if you have had a bit of a sedentary week, then maybe this class has just made you think, right, tomorrow I'm going to get on it, and that's great. If we can be doing things actively 4 out of 7 days, then that's great. 3 to 4 anyway. 5, amazing, but you know, we're only human. So now you can pick up your wine or your whatever else you've got. Cheers. Thank you for joining me. Cheers to midweek. It's a hard old time for sure. And I've had a really horrible, stressful week. But this is just, you know, it's the best thing to do when you're faced with, you know, stresses in your life. And at the minute of lockdown, it is stressful anyway at the best of times. So thank yourself for doing this. All my wind down sessions are uploaded on my YouTube and my Instagram. So if you ever think, oh, I just want to do another one, they're all there. So feel free to do them whenever. Maybe not wine in the morning, but you can, some people do them in the morning with a cup of tea or whatever. So thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you for joining me. And I will be here next week. I'm going to switch off my YouTube and I'll come and talk to anyone else on Instagram now. But thanks very much. And I'll see